Hello, I am Rachel Newhouse. I am a nurse midwife by training and profession, but I am a mom in most of my life, and I'm also a divorcee. It feels so scandalous to say that word out loud sometimes. I built this show because of that thing exactly. I went through a divorce when I was 29, and I got all the gasps and looks and lots of people talking about what I was doing. What in the world was I thinking getting divorced at 29 with a 3-year-old? I was scared. I was financially overwhelmed, and I didn't know where to start, and I didn't know what I even needed at that point. I had looked for someone who had walked through it and had come out on the other side and was willing to talk about all of the nitty-gritty, the not fun stuff and the fun stuff, but I really didn't just want to hear someone talk to me about that, rah-rah, picture-perfect, empowered ending. I didn't just want the good highlights. I wanted to hear the mess. I wanted to hear the logistically terrifying and emotionally difficult parts because I don't do well if I'm not prepared in life. So I wanted someone to talk to me about how do you gather your documents? What documents do I gather? How do you talk to your kids about something that you can barely talk to yourself about? How do you work through the fact that you feel like you might be ruining other people's lives by making this choice that you know you have to make? I'm here to tell you, you're not ruining anyone's life, but sometimes it can feel like that. I looked for someone who had been through it and who was just willing to talk with me through the whole thing, not just that empowered ending. I couldn't find her. And now I've become her. That is what Breaking Upward is. This is a show for navigating divorce, the decision, process, and getting out on the other side. We're going to cover a lot of the practical realities like money, attorneys, and documents. That stuff really matters. And we're also going to talk about kids and co-parenting because it matters and it's so complicated. What do we do when our agreements aren't honored with our exes as well? We're going to get through the emotional stuff, the grief that doesn't follow the timeline that you expect. It is real grief to go through a divorce. We'll talk about your identity questions, friendships that shift, and the dating that can be so fun when it eventually happens. And we're going to cover the inner work, who you are now and who you're becoming too. I am not a lawyer. I'm not a therapist. By profession, I'm a nurse midwife and a sexual assault nurse examiner, and I've spent my career sitting with women in their most vulnerable moments. And I've had more than a few vulnerable moments of my own that I have had to share with many people. Everything I share here is from that experience, what I've lived, what I've researched, and what I wish I had known. Again, I'm not a lawyer or a therapist. I am just me. I'm a woman who went through a divorce and couldn't find a guide. So this is a show that I wish had existed for me. If you're anywhere in this process, if you're just starting to talk about it, if you're deep in the paperwork or you're a few years out or starting to rebuild, this show is for you. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Guess what? Episode 1 is already up. I'm so glad we get to go on this journey together. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's have fun while we're doing it. I am Rachel Newhouse, and this is Breaking Upward.